Alrighty. So, wanted to introduce people to Diablo 3. It's not a brand new game, but in case there are people who are curious about Diablo 3, I figured I'd show a little playthrough. Um, and to be truthful to the game, we're going to start from the very beginning. Uh, just to kind of streamline some of the process, I created a character automatically, just save a little time. But this is a third-person perspective action RPG game and action role-playing game, I should say, which called RPG. So you can choose different characters, different classes in the game. I'll show you how to quickly create a hero. I just have to delete one I don't use anymore. Delete this one. All right, so you can be a barbarian, which is a damage dealing and tanking class, meaning it takes a lot of hits. Crusader, which is another warrior type class, but also can use magic, um, can enhance abilities. Demon Hunter is a primarily ranged class. You can see he likes the crossbows. The Monk is a melee hand-to-hand combat class, but also can use some magic. Witch Doctor is a fully magical class. Most of the attacks are damage over time, but also could do very explosive area effects. And Wizard is a powerhouse, like a magic powerhouse, so a lot of magic damage is done by this class. You see, it could be a male or female. Just quickly show you what each of those classes look like, and you get to select if you want it to be seasonal hero, which basically means every so often Blizzard starts a season, and when the season ends, the character is deleted, but you do get to keep some of the items. And hardcore means when your hero dies, it's a permanent death. You'll be able to play with that hero again. You have to recreate a hero. So I have a Demon Hunter. I create a seasonal character for fun. And this is a single player and multiplayer game. So this Blizzard has done a great job of making it easy for you to join other people who are playing or have them join you in your game. So if I had a level 23 character in season, I could jump into my friend Dark Shadow's game, as long as he has a rule set to allow that. Or I could preset a party and invite people, and then I could start a new game with them. So let's start the game. I'm going to skip a lot of the story. I think it's better for people to experience that when they're playing. I don't want to spoil it. This story is not extremely deep anyway. It just kind of keeps things moving as you play, gives some background story. But you start out at New Tristram. Every class has a different background story, which is what they talk about in the cinematics here. Excuse me. So again, this is a ranged class. And you see you start off fighting, which is great, right? You don't have to worry about a lot of backstory and conversation, and here you are, learn more about the city sort of stuff. You mostly just start off guns blazing. Let me take you through the interface first, though. Top left of the screen, you see your character. You see your health bar here. So if you have a party, you'll see them also in the top left part of the screen. Bottom left, you'll see a health globe. This tells you how much health you have. Run out of that and you're dead. Right side globe, this is your resource, your combat resource globe. Oftentimes you'll have one type of resource to use, like mana or hatred or rage type stuff. So in this case, the Demon Hunter has two. Hatred, which is, as you could just read as a mouse over, fast regenerating resource that fuels Demon Hunter's offensive abilities, and Discipline is a resource that generates by itself over time, and it's a tactical ability. So we'll see more about that as we start looking at the skills. For combat, you have a primary and secondary attack. So right now I'm just using a primary attack called Hungering Arrow. It's a piercing attack, so it'll seek additional enemies. I can I could use it by either clicking over an enemy or holding the shift key and then pressing the left mouse button. The right On the right here is the right mouse button attack, which is considered a secondary, and it looks like that right now, but you'll see more abilities. So your primary attack is going to be used often to generate more hatred by attacking enemies, and your secondary attack will be using the hatred that you've gained by through combat. So right now I'm just going to stick with my primary ability, because secondary isn't really doing any damage anyway. Nothing serious. And each character will have slightly different dialogue to display their personality. Again, you'll see there's a lot of combat in this game, so you get right into the action here. You also see really nice graphic design in this game for a top-down game. It's pretty impressive. Other games have tried to mimic Diablo in the style of artwork and gameplay. So I would consider Diablo to be sort of its own genre of game. The other games try to mimic, but Diablo has also mimicked somewhat other style games, which we'll talk about. Yeah, you see this guy wants to talk about. He's actually going to heal you if you have need of healing. I think he removes your curses and stuff if you have any lingering uh, debuff type effects on you out when you're outside of combat. You can see there are different places in the game where you can pick up items that will tell you about the area you're in and what's happening, the current events or events that led up to this point in time. It's totally optional for you whether you listen to them or not. Pick them up at your discretion. This guy is worried about his business being ruined from undead. So, see, he has his priorities straight. He almost, bit the bullet there, if not for my awesomeness. Our awesomeness is just going to save this city. Okay, so it looks like I have a new skill slot available for leveling up. And you see in this box, you can press S to see your skills, or you can push the skills button here. Same effect. So you see your primary ability, secondary ability, defensive, hunting, devices, archery, and then your passive skills. So each of these get unlocked as you level up. So this ability is called Impale. It costs 20 hatred, which is this red stuff here. Start off with 125, or they'll change depending on your level and your statistics. So throw a knife at an enemy. It's going to do more damage than your primary attack, most likely. And let's just get to it. I like to look around oftentimes just to see if there are any lore type things. I think you get some achievements for finding books like this, but I can't remember for sure, and I don't feel like looking for that now. But it's always just good practice to pick up everything you can find. All right, so we're being asked to go back out into the wilderness and talk to the captain, Captain Rumford. I proved myself in combat, so he's willing to let me go into the wilderness. All right, I'm going to throw some knives. That'll do more damage than just a primary attack. You see my primary attack is a little slower to kill. That's all right. Serves its purpose for doing damage and generating hatred. Now I got my first equipment drop, which are boots, 8 armor. Nothing too fancy. This is a common drop. You can see from the color white in the name. I can either click and drag the item into my boots slot, or I can right click on it. You can see your stats here: strength, dexterity, intelligence, and vitality. Strength is good for melee combat classes like warrior, and dexterity is good for damage for the demon hunter, other rogue type classes, if you will. Just mouse over real quick to look. You see strength, you see it shows your damage is increased with strength for barbarians and crusaders. Damage is increased with dexterity for demon hunters and monks. Intelligence increases the damage for wizards and witch doctors. Vitality is your health. Pretty standard RPG type stuff. So these maps are randomly generated. You can go through this map multiple times and it'll look different pretty much every time. Pretty nice concept. Blizzard's been doing this for all the Diablo games. See, I got a uncommon bow. See what that looks like. Okay. Short bow of slaughter, 6.3 damage per second. That's more than double what I'm doing right now. And you can see it's giving me +3 life after each kill. So the more I kill, the more health I regenerate. And you do a lot of killing in this game, so that's great. Look at this guy's dead body, see if he drops any items for me. Looks like the undead looted his corpse. I'm shifting right and left clicking on these items, these pumpkins, see if anything's hidden inside of them. I like they added some of that little extra effect to show you that much of this stuff is destructible. All right, I have a new active skill. Oops, that's I. S. My primary ability, entangling shot. This will let me slow up to 2 enemies at the same time, and as you level it up, I think it'll let you slow down more. I like to clear all the maps if I can. You can uncover more items that way and kill more monsters, which is good for experience gain. I'm not going to use this much, I just wanted to show you what it looks like. You can see it's not doing a whole lot of damage, and there are uses for it later on, as I have other abilities to complement it, but this is just less for damage and more for slowing things down. So that's one of my mission objectives for bonus experience. All right, I think I made my point with the entangling shot for now. So this game is very customizable with how you play your class, which is nice. Later on, we'll see that we also get some other things that allow us to enhance that, skill runes. So even though you have a finite set of primary abilities, the runes um, give you the ability to customize, what your primary and secondary abilities, all the abilities really, what kind of effects they'll have, added effects. I think I picked something up. Yep. Nothing, no upgrades here. So you never know what the map will look like when you go into these areas, which gives you that added effect of randomness. So it adds to the fun of the game loop in this game, I think. So I opened the chest and out came these bad guys. So this was a trap. Fun. The game tries to trap you when you want to pick up items. Nothing is ever really free in this game. So open chests at your own risk. Make sure you have enough health just to be on the safe side. So the demon hunter's primary weapons are crossbow, bow. I think there may be some melee. It's been a while since I played this class, so we'll investigate that together. So you'll see randomly these little extra side areas you can jump into. This guy, when you kill him, you think you kill him, his body splits in half, which is pretty cool. So it'll just keep coming at you like a zombie. It's not like you'd expect a zombie to if you didn't shoot it in the head. A reptilian sash of the slaughter. Oh, hey, how about that? I got 2 items. So this will give you a good idea. So a lot of these items you pick up have um, random stats and build like extra stuff that gives you enhancements, I guess you could say. So in this case, you have armor, right? Because it's something you wear on your clothing, but you also have some extra things like regenerate your life. Um, this bottom one has the same name in the beginning, but then it adds an extra ability with a updated name. So instead of being reptilian slash, where you regenerate 3 life per second, it's reptilian slash slaughter, which means you also gain life after each kill, kind of like this bow, right? This is a short bow of the slaughter, so of the slaughter means you'll gain life after each kill. So that's kind of a trick to remember in terms of what kind of stats you'll see on an item based on the name. All right. So again, a lot of these little side areas are optional unless it's part of a quest. So you don't have to necessarily go in them if you're in a hurry. You just want to finish a quest, but it's good to build experience and get more gold and item drops. Items are basically the more stuff you kill, the better your chances are of finding a nice upgrade item for your character. Another reptilian sash. They really want me to get reptilian. You'll see even the armor stat is randomly generated. So it has the same. These two have the same name: reptilian slash, reptilian sash, reptilian sash. Um, so again, just adds a little bit of extra flavor to the game. Every little item's going to have a little bit different personality type of stats. On one hand, that's great because not all items are equal. On the other hand, maybe you'll get a legendary, but it'll have more stats, but they can be really crappy and total waste of slot space on your character. You'll just get rid of it. That's part of the game loop that is Blizzard World. They've mastered uh, they've mastered the replayability factor of their games. Make you want to come back for more. All right, is there anything down here? Okay. So you could hold down your mouse button to run, or you can just keep clicking. You'll see the little pings on the screen where I'm clicking down. That's how you get carpal tunnel. And same principle when you're attacking. You can mouse over a monster and hold down your attack button, and it'll keep attacking until it runs out of whatever resource it needs to character needs to generate those attacks. So that red thing I just jumped over was a health globe. I don't think I mentioned that before. So instead of just requiring you to collect potions, previous versions of the game would do that. As you kill enemies, sometimes they'll drop health globes for you to pick up, and that'll help you regenerate your health without using a potion. Down here is where you see your health potion. So that's how you regenerate health when you're in dire need. of health regen. It's not an item in this game, so basically it's not something you have to stack in your bag and worry about, inventory management. It just regenerates over time, and in this case, it's 60% of your life that's regenerated, and it takes 30 seconds for it to cool down. Griswold's fine weapons. Memory serves Tristram was in Diablo 2 as well as Diablo 1. It's kind of the center of the Diablo universe, if you will, where things tend to go wrong. I'm not trying to run up. I was clicking on the bad guys there. Oh, hey, there's a cellar in this map generator. That's pretty cool. I'll have to check that out. I don't think I've seen that map before. Kind of adds to the you never know what's going to happen factor, the surprise factor of this game. I've done this quest many times because it's the first in the quest line, and I don't think I've ever seen this particular map pop up before in Tristram. Old Tristram, I should say. Alright, so this is a Nephilim Glory, so I'll help you move faster and you do more damage, and you get bonuses on health and monoglobes as they pop up on the ground and you walk over them. Hey, free money and nice item drop. Take a look at that in a second. I think that's it. Let's break some stuff, see if we can. Yeah, that's it. It looks like I have a new skill. Alright, so what I get? I got some gloves. I don't have any gloves. Generates 4 life per second. Reptilian again. Yep. Keen short. Oh wow, 2 weapon upgrades in the same quest. Nice. That's an upgrade in damage, 8.6 damage per second. Oh, elemental damage, 1 to 2 lightning damage per attack, plus an increase in attack speed by 2%. Well, that's definitely a nice upgrade. I'm gonna slap that on right now. Okay, so we're in the old ruins now. We're going to go back to New Tristram and talk to Captain Rumford again. And quest reward. Entering bracers of the bear. I don't have bracers, so that's nice to get. 9 armor, 6 vitality. Monster kills grant +4 experience. I think of the bear gives you I can't remember how it works anyway. We'll explore it together. All right, well let's stop here for this segment, and the next video we'll go through the next part of the story.